Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday Mood Lazy Chats Sunday Style. I'm Wendy.
And I'm Agnes. It's
It's
been
it's been a while.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
We used to do this weekly when we used to have a lot of energy. But now
The
it's running
novelty
out.
ended.
The hype is over. Okay, but since last time,
Mhm.
I think that was the first episode that I was like, okay, we gotta do this. So we had to do it. And really the hype is over. But then when I heard from a few friends that they enjoyed listening to our previous episodes, it kind of gives me the motivation to keep doing this.
Yeah, I mean, okay. If you feel like we need to do an episode, then I think that's a time we need to stop doing this. This is supposed to be fun,
It
remember?
is fun. It's just the getting to the point of doing it. But once we're on it, it's fun.
Okay,
That's what
okay.
I'm
So
talking
see,
about.
that's also one of the reasons why I'm here now
Yes, I'm
because
supposed to be the one going to your place.
yes, it's because I know you're the techie person, so it's like okay, give and take, right? Give and
Oh,
take.
thank you.
So since you do the upload and stuff, okay, then I come to your house and do the podcast here.
Yes.
Is it
Thanks for
podcast
coming.
or
Podcast.
podcast?
Podcast.
Whatever. My English is not
If you're
excellent.
British, maybe it's
I'm
podcast.
British.
Or schoolish podcast. Anyway, yuck. Anyway. Yeah,
Okay,
so how have you
have you?
been, sister?
No, wait. Have you
Oh wait,
checked like
what?
how many views we've had? I haven't.
There weren't
Like I
I
totally.
don't check anymore. I told you the hype is over.
Okay, well then. Oops.
You can check.
Did it cut? Okay. Um. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I got a feedback from one friend who is in Singapore, and she was just happy to hear my voice again.
Aw.
Basically. So yeah. And she did give feedback like she likes how chill our podcast is,
Mm-hmm.
and that you actually like have a structure of the podcast.
That's the project manager in me.
Yeah. So is he, and of course it's quite obvious that I don't talk much basically. So that's why you're the one like leading the whole conversation. If you guys notice, I really don't talk much. Like even in person, I don't talk a lot.
Well, because there hasn't been a lot of things going on with you recently. You even forget
No.
what you've been up to since the last episode. So you don't get to share a lot. For me,
No.
before I show up for this podcast, I have like a list of things that I've done since the previous podcast. So I have lots to share. But then if I'm oversharing,
No, it's like even when I was in Singapore, like when I go out with my friends, I don't talk a lot.
really, you don't seem to
Yes.
be the type who
I
doesn't
just
talk a
give
lot.
that impression, but I'm actually not. Like I'm an introvert instead of an extrovert. Like, things like that.
There's another term for someone um who's not really an extrovert and not really an introvert. Like introvert in some situations and extrovert in some situations.
I think
There's
I
a
read that
term
somewhere.
for that.
Yeah.
And I'm that person. Like I choose,
But, my sister is more of an extrovert than me.
I was a party girl for sure. Was past tense
Yeah.
when I
So
used to
you
have an
see, to
energy.
my friends, my sister is the party girl, not me, okay? Like, yes, I do like to go out for drinks sometimes, but I'm not really a party girl. Like, seriously, I'm not.
My god, but when you were in Singapore, you used to go out every weekend there.
During my younger days.
Kaya,
Did I? Did I really? Hmm. Yeah, but I'm not like a party girl. Okay, anyways.
yeah. Oh, maybe between the both of us, you're more shy
I am shy.
and reserved.
I am shy. No, I had one friend, um, Delia. I'm not sure if she remembers me. She used to be my colleague, and she said, "I'm actually timid."
Mm.
And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's the perfect word for me. I am timid. I am really like I'm shy."
Yeah,
Seriously.
even when it comes to dating, like she's super shy. Like, come on.
But I'm not okay. I'm only shy if I'm attracted to the guy. If I'm not attracted to the guy, hmm,
Same here.
I can talk to anyone. But as soon as I like the guy, I'm like a high school girl.
Yeah,
I
I
cannot
agree now.
I cannot like I cannot unlearn that. Like I'm 44 years old, but I just cannot unlearn that.
Yeah, we finally know her age. You
I
guys
did
finally know.
say it.
You did not mention your age
No,
before. You
episode
just said,
zero. I said I'm 44. Like we're 8 years
"Oh yeah."
apart. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't remember everything, but I remember
I only
mentioning my
remember you
age.
mentioned we are 8 years apart, but we didn't give them our
No, I
age.
did. I did. That's why we mentioned before in one of our episodes that the age bracket of this podcast is actually
Mm.
like in the
Okay,
30s and
we're
40s.
gonna listen to the to episode 0. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's something. It's a fun fact about
Yeah,
us.
I'm 44, but I don't feel like 44, although I feel like I'm old already. But I'm not 44.
I definitely feel that I'm old because I don't have the energy anymore like I used to have
Hmm.
when I was younger. When
Yeah.
I was younger,
That's why it's like if I drink, I can drink a lot, but the thing is,
I
my
can't.
hangover lasts like 3 days. 3 calendar days, guys. So if I drink on a Friday night, I'm out the
Hmm.
whole weekend.
It's been a long time since I had a hangover
Hmm.
because I don't drink a lot anymore.
I did the last time because we had tequila.
Like if I drink like maybe just 1 or 2 glasses, if I feel tipsy, that's it.
Mm. And that's why I didn't drink a single drop of alcohol when we went to Vegas. Because I was like too scared. Like, what if what if one drink is not enough for me? And then I get a hangover the
Mm.
next day and we were only
Now
there
you're
for
the
3 days,
party
2 nights.
girl because 1 drink is never enough.
No, because I like drinking and because I don't get drunk easily.
I do get drunk easily. I mean, I do get tipsy easily.
Hmm.
Very economical.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
okay. Anyway, so
where
what
were
have
we?
you been up to since the last? Oh,
Oh,
or did your friends contact you about the podcast, about the
yeah. So
episode?
Shang finally listened to the first episode, but episode 0.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, it was so funny because we were just laughing
Yeah.
and all that. And then another friend of mine from Singapore was like telling us not to stop doing what we're doing because she likes hearing about what we've been up to,
Mm-hmm.
like basically whatever is going on with our lives here in Canada. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad to hear that because I was really like, oh, I was so over it. And then lo and behold, we get feedback and compliments from our friends, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just hope that this episode wouldn't be too long. Last one was almost an hour.
But you see, podcasts are actually an hour long.
Really?
Yeah.
Who has time to listen to
I
these
listen
things?
because so you see the people I follow, like I listen to Sweet and Sour podcast. That's by Pokimane and
I don't
Lily
know.
Pichu. So those are streamers. So see, guys, I'm 44, but I listen to streamers.
Like I know a lot of my friends have not listened to any of our episodes because who has time? But thank you to all of those who have listened so far. Like
Yeah.
while you're doing something, like I have a friend who has all this pottery skills, so she listens while doing it, and
Mm-hmm.
then another friend is listening while doing her crochet and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean no pressure. As I mean, if you have time to listen to us, please do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yes,
mean, and I really, really want to have like guests, like
go
friends.
for
No, but
it.
the thing is, how? How do we do that?
Zoom.
Do you have a Zoom account?
No.
Okay.
Then limit it to 30 minutes or Google Meet.
Is it longer for Google Meet?
I think it's free. I don't know. But just do your research and then get it going. Just record it. I don't even have to be there.
No, you have to be there. See, that's the thing. This is
Well, we can be on the
our
same.
podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be the supporting actress. So you have to
I
arrange it
asked
na.
you, are you really committing to this podcast? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay if I'm not in it.
Well, what am I gonna do
You know
if it's
all
your
my friends.
friends?
You know all of them. Oh, well, not the new ones, but
No.
one way or the other, you know them because I must have mentioned them to you.
Okay. So just please set the schedule, let us know when, and we'll do it. Like I
Yeah.
think maybe our listeners are looking forward to hear other voices in our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to do that at some point. It's really just a matter of scheduling it because I do have friends who I want to invite,
Yeah. See.
but I want you to do it first because you guys had the idea of doing a podcast with your friends, so you might as well do it now.
And that was actually a joke. It started as a
Well,
joke
it's
because
time to
we
make it
initially wanted to do mukbang.
mamukbang. Well, that's a video though. It's not a podcast.
Yeah. So it's like, so from there, then it evolved into something, anyways. But here we are. Okay.
Yes.
So what have
Uh,
we been up to since the last episode?
well, I there was an event here in the neighborhood last Saturday. It's called the All Is Bright Festival, and I volunteered for the first time to this event. I've attended the event last year, and when I found out that they are looking for volunteers, I signed up for it, and so I went. So I worked from 12 to 8 in the cold outdoors. But it was fun. I was in charge of this tent for kids' crafts, so we were making ornaments and assisting the kids and the adults to make ornaments. And I just didn't have time to explore whatever else was going on along the street.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really fun, very fulfilling, and I'm gonna do it again next year, but maybe just from 12 to 6 so that I have 2 hours to explore the event because it ends at 8. And you were supposed to be there. Too bad you missed it.
Yeah, but then I was thinking it's gonna be really, really cold, and I'm all alone waiting for the tree to light up.
I think I haven't even seen any video of how that
I only
went.
saw the one that you shared,
Yeah.
and it was like anticlimactic.
Yeah, the one from last year was anticlimactic. We were there for the lights up. And I thought it's a big deal, and then all of a sudden it's really just like switching on the lights, nothing like woo,
No, but the thing is, I think they
no
just need
music,
to
no whatsoever.
decorate the tree more.
Yeah, I but I've seen a few videos that are worse than what I've seen last year, so I guess it's a norm here. So yeah, I didn't get to see that, so I do not know if they've improved this year. What else have I? Oh, we went to see Hello Love Again.
Yeah. Hello, Love Again is a Filipino movie
It's the highest grossing Filipino film so far.
for the year.
Is my term correct? So no, in ever in history.
Really?
Yes, I just read that today.
Seriously, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So and yeah,
You know, I didn't want. Okay, you knew I didn't want to watch it, right? Like,
yeah, I'm actually surprised that you counted yourself in.
I didn't want to watch it. It's because I didn't want to cry. That's the thing. I
Mm.
really don't want to cry. I've already expected that I'm gonna cry because I saw the first um the first part.
Hello Love Again,
Yeah,
the
so
prequel.
the prequel was Hello Love,
No, Hello
Hello
Love
Love
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes.
So that movie I cried. It's the same actors. So that movie I truly cried. And then this one I'm like, I don't want to cry. Like I don't want to be in the space where I cry.
Yeah, but I feel like the first movie was more intense. I just remember that I cried a lot in the
No,
first
you know why
movie.
it's more intense? It's because it's basically just introducing the characters to us. So we
Mm.
didn't know their background. It was like a whole new thing, right? That's why that was painful because we know, like, we somehow know the feeling of being in that kind of situation. If you
Mm.
guys have, so our Filipino friends, if you've watched Hello Love Goodbye, then you would somehow relate to the emotions involved in that movie. So that's why I think it hurt more.
Yeah.
So this time around, it's like, okay, we know their history together,
Yeah,
so
and
it's
then I
like
think the um
no spoilers.
no spoilers. I guess okay. Just heads up to whoever is listening. If you want to watch the movie, just be careful of what you're gonna hear in the next few minutes because we might spoil you. We try not to, but just in
Yeah,
case,
let's
because
just
I
not
I
mention
have not
stuff.
really seen the trailer, so I do not know what's in the trailer or what's not.
I
But
also didn't watch the trailer.
yeah, so but I guess yeah, I think the emotional part is not just about being a couple. It had other factors into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you said, that's where you cried the most. Whereas for me, it has something to do with breakups and you know being weak, being marupok. We have this term called marupok
Yeah.
because I used to be a marupok queen. Like you've been through so many breakups and you thought you're stronger each time and you're still not. You're still so weak to accept this person again. Yeah,
Mm.
like I could
So
relate to
okay,
that.
so without like spoiling, would you do the same thing that the female lead actress did? The female character did.
Yes.
For me, no. I mean, if I was younger, yes, but like at my age now, at my how do you say, what's the term again? Oh shucks. But the Wendy now will not will not follow how the female character.
How old is she in this movie?
I think 30s.
Oh yeah, she's still young.
Yeah. So but what I like about the movie is that it featured Calgary,
Calgary,
Banff.
Banff, Canmore.
Hmm, hmm.
These places are like for me. Well, aside from Switzerland, I think it's the most beautiful place I've ever been to. Banff and Canmore.
Okay, because I haven't been to Switzerland yet,
Mm.
but out of all the places, I don't know. When we went to Canmore
Yes.
last year, I was just like staring at the mountains. I don't know why. There's something about mountains that just attracts me. So I
Yes.
was saying like, oh, so beautiful. The other one that I truly, truly like is actually Mount Makiling in the Philippines.
I've never
So
been.
Laguna, is it Laguna area? So there's this highway. So every time I pass by that area, I always stare at the mountain. Like
Mm.
she is so pretty. I don't know.
Mount
I don't
Makiling.
know why. But yeah, I like Mount Makiling. And then this one, the Canmore. And I'm like, there are giants.
Yeah.
Giants exist, guys.
They move at night. Yeah,
The
so
conspiracy of it all.
I feel like when people watch this movie, they're gonna be very curious about Canada. I'm sure we're gonna have more visitors from Philippines because of this movie. They're gonna want to see those places.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're strict now with immigration.
But that's
We
to
are.
even tourists?
Yes.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. But I hope everyone gets a chance to see Banff
Yeah.
for sure in Canmore.
S-
Um,
Is it say oh, Louis?
Lake
Lake
Louise.
Louise.
Mm-hmm. Lake
Yeah.
Louise, Moraine Lake. These are really nice places to see
So
at
beautiful.
least once in your lifetime.
Hmm, hmm.
So yeah, the well, I guess for our listeners who are probably based in Canada, you may want to check this movie out because it does feature um the beautiful sights in Alberta.
Mm.
Um, and then Filipinos in Canada would definitely relate to this movie as well.
Hmm.
I like how they mentioned the pathways.
Yeah, it's like they did
Yeah,
their research
they
actually.
really did the research. It's so on point, and the all the side hustles of of a Filipino. They featured that as well, and I like how they featured the homeless people. Like, when they were waiting. Okay, this one is in the trailer, so it's not a
Yeah.
spoiler. Like, while she was waiting at the bus stop, there were also homeless people chilling in the bus stop. So I like how they did not um omit
Romanticize,
that.
and they did
Yeah.
not romanticize the whole city actually.
Yeah. So yeah, because I remember watching Amazing Race. Yes, Amazing Race Canada.
Oh, there
They
is?
were in Edmonton. The last leg was in Edmonton, and you cannot see a single homeless person on the streets. So I do not know how they filmed that, because it
Mm.
feels like it's so not true. But anyway, so I like how they made it real in this movie.
Mhm, mhm.
And I read a tweet somewhere about talking about how the plot, I mean, some people did not like the plot because um
Why?
it's kind of similar to other movies.
Like what?
Okay, so this is the third Filipino movie I've seen here in Canada. The previous one was Unhappy for You by Julia and
I didn't watch that. I'm not a fan.
Julian. What's the name of the ex?
Joshua?
Joshua. So basically, that that movie involved cheating.
It's okay, spoiler.
Sorry for the spoilers, but I think it's in the. I do not know. Sorry if you guys are spoiled. I already warned them, so
Yeah, yeah,
by
yeah. It's
now,
okay.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Because this will be the topic of the episode, I think. Diba? Cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think what I've noticed in the Filipino movies is that it's such a common theme to involve cheating in the story. So, for that story, Unhappy for You, someone cheated in the relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
then they still got back together, something like that. So
So
it's,
basically, all the other movies are about cheating.
I think so. Remember No Other Woman? All those.
I don't. I
I
haven't watched
wonder
a lot
why.
of Filipino movies.
Like, it's so.
I think the last one I watched was the Made in Malacanang. Was it? Yeah.
That's the first Filipino movie I watched here in Canada, made in Malacanang. So that one was political. All the romantic movies are mostly about cheating and going back to the
Like
relationship
why?
after
See,
being
like
cheated.
it's like why are
I
okay?
think, is it common?
Anyways, I just don't like it. Like it's too. But I did go through that. So
What do you mean you went through what? You cheated?
not me.
You've been cheated before?
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. I have never been cheated on before. I've never cheated before,
I don't
but
cheat.
I've been
I'm very
involved.
loyal. To
Okay,
a fault. I'm very, very loyal, okay? But yeah,
go.
I still married the guy. You didn't know about this?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Okay.
Since we're talking about cheating,
Yeah, so see that's the thing. That's why I said if I was younger, I would definitely like follow whatever Catherine like, everything for the man I love. But yeah.
no, in that.
My fiance back then,
Mm-hmm.
I consider it cheating. Okay. So, what happened was um we were at Green Hills, so we were looking for a space to park, and then and because the parents were already in the mall, so he asked me to like message his mom and using his phone. So okay, just so everybody knows, I don't check the phone of the guys I've had a relationship with. Okay, I never check phones. I'm not really a jealous type
Same.
kind, so it's like, you know, it's your phone, your business. So then I was like, oh, okay. So this was in, wow, what year was that? The year that I got married. I really don't remember. 2006, I think. Yeah, 2006.
Yee,
So this
she still
was
remembers.
April, I think, March, April.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Let me message the mom. So after I sent the message, back in the day, there's actually like quotes or something, because this is like a Nokia phone. So
Uh-huh.
it's um like wonderful like quotes and stuff, and then I like to forward it or send it to friends. So then I was like, oh, maybe he has like cute quotes that I can like forward to my number, or then I can send to my friends. This was just like out
Okay.
of the like. I was like, okay,
That's
like
such a
maybe
random thing to think about once.
exactly. So I was like, this was, oh yeah, yeah, maybe. And then I was like, oh, so I checked saved messages, because
Because
for
we
me,
there is a saved messages in Nokia phones.
yeah. So because for me, I do that. I save codes in saved messages. Okay.
Gotcha. Oh my god.
So when I opened that folder, the messages were all there.
Oh.
So there was a saved message there of the girl saying, "Thank you so much for the flowers. I really loved it. Blah blah blah. Whatever shit."
Oh my.
And then I checked. It was sent Feb 14.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, so he received it Feb 14. Okay? So,
Valentine's Day.
yeah. So that was March or April. So I was like, so I asked him immediately. I was like, who's this girl?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh yeah, that like a teller somewhere, Metrobank teller or something like that. And I was like, oh, so why is she thanking you for the flowers? And then he was like, oh, nothing, because she asked me to give her flowers. I'm like, do I look stupid? Like in my mind, I was like, do I look stupid?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh. And then I remember the flowers he gave me that day as well. Okay, so guys, this is my fiance that time. Then he was like, oh, just okay, just tell me one thing. What's the color of the roses that you gave her? And then he said red. And the color of the roses he gave me was peach.
Oh wow.
Ah, oh, I'm angry all over again.
Sorry to dig up the past.
No, but it's like looking back, I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So I wanted to actually cancel the wedding.
How many months before the wedding was this?
I think that was like March or April, so the wedding was in June or
Or
July.
was it the same year?
Same year.
Okay, and then oh shit.
Yeah. So I cried so much and all that. But yeah, anyways, I still married the guy, and we got a nod.
Oh, just like Joy and Ethan. Not really though.
And I just realized that our podcast is public. So if
It's okay.
yeah, I mean it happened. I mean that was the past. But
I
yes,
mean,
see,
you're not the only one anyway. How many friends do we have who have been cheated on but ended up marrying the cheaters, even have kids with them?
yeah.
Forgiveness is a real thing. I don't
Mhm.
know. Um, I just I feel strongly against cheating.
Me too.
Um,
Me too now.
especially yeah. I mean, I think because I only had a boyfriend when I was 25, so before that I would just hear stories, right? And there are people who are cheating and all
Hmm.
that. So I remember telling myself like, okay, I can handle any problem in a relationship as long as it's not cheating, because I feel like it's gonna ruin my self-esteem if my partner cheats on me. But then I see people who have been cheated on, and um they still end up they still ended up marrying the cheater. So it's
Yeah.
like, and I remember this quote. I think the first time I've heard of this was from you. You said something like, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
And I kind of lived knowing that that's true, but I guess maybe we're wrong. I don't know, because they still end up being forgiven and their marriage is successful so far. So I think it's not true. I don't know, but I just don't. I
No, like I mean, one story is not the same as everybody else's story,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So just like what I've been telling you, my story does not necessarily mean that it'll be your story. This was before you get
Mm,
married.
yeah. But yeah, I'm so glad I've never been cheated on yet. I hope not. I hope never. But I guess when it comes to cheating, my only experience would be being kind of the accessory to the crime
Mm.
unwillingly. Like um like I used to see this guy in Singapore, and then I found out that he had a girlfriend back in Hong Kong. So I'm
Oh,
like,
that's the. Do I know that guy? You
no,
mentioned that
he's
guy
not
to me.
significant because I never had a relationship with him, but he's one of those um first few dates off Tinder.
Mm.
And yeah, we were seeing each other like we were seeing each other regularly, and then I just found out that he had a girlfriend back in Hong Kong. So I was like, "Oh shit, I remember. That was the first time ever that I felt so awful because I feel sorry for the girl
Mm-hmm.
in Hong Kong." And they seem to be lovey-dovey because I stalked the girl's Instagram profile.
Mm-hmm.
So like these guys, oh my god. And that's the first time. That was unintentional because I didn't know at all. And then another one is the worst because just a few months before his wedding, he did something um while he was drunk. Nothing very grave, but for me it's cheating. And
With you?
yes.
Is this the guy
Remember
that I
that?
don't like him?
Huh?
Is this the same guy that I don't like?
I think you don't like so many guys in my life. So which one are we talking about?
Your batchmate? Is it
Yes,
batchmate?
that guy. Um
But nothing happened, right?
it was just a kiss.
Nah, yeah, him. Ah! I remember again. Oh.
But it's like, oh my god, I felt so guilty about that. Like I felt like I ran over a dog, that kind of guilt feeling. But eventually, um, I learned that it wasn't my fault.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, but then they're happily married and with kids. So I think, I mean, I'm like so far, I've seen so many people cheat and still get their happy ending.
Mm.
So I mean, good on them. But I hope it never happens to me. Like I hope I never become like someone who has been cheated on. Because, but then thinking back then, if I was imagining if that happens to me, it's gonna destroy me. But for me, like now, in my age, I think like good riddance. Like let me know as soon as possible so that I'll just get rid of you and live my own life.
Mm.
Because I feel like compared to before, you'll probably feel like you're gonna be lost because of the whole cheating thing. But I think now I can handle myself. After having all those experiences of heartaches, I think I can handle anything. And
Yeah.
once if my husband ever cheats on me, that's it. Like it's over. Like
Yeah.
to just don't dare.
Oh, now that just reminded me. Okay, I never cheated, right? But so there was this guy, older guy, much older. I was in my early 20s. This was before meeting my um boyfriend who became my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So, um I entertained him because I actually liked him, so he'd send me flowers and all that. Only to find out, like a common friend, like told me, like, oh, he's. Do you know that he's actually married? And I was like, what? But then, okay, hang on, wait. I remember he said that they're going through like annulment or something like that.
Okay.
So I was like, so that was like, I'm okay, because like, you know. But then my friend was like, no, Wendy, they're still married, and I'm like,
Well, there's a difference between being legally married versus separated, right? Like you may still be married on paper, but you have broken up. So
no,
was
but
that
he
the
was still
case?
like supporting his kids. He still sees the wife. It was really like I actually confronted
Ah,
him. Like we met in Singapore. Small
Mm.
world. So he was based in Singapore as well, and I think
Oh, Filipino guy?
yeah.
Kuya always calls.
Okay, then we cut from here.
Wait
Then
lang,
just
guys.
answer.
Yes, kuya.
We go and we're back.
Okay.
What were we talking
Sorry about that,
about?
guys. My brother likes to call me during the podcast.
The recording.
Where were we?
The cheating part.
I know, but which
So we
one?
talked. No, but so we talked
Are you
about.
done telling your story?
Yeah, that was my story.
No, okay, no, you were still telling me the story that he was based in Singapore.
Oh yeah, I confronted him or something like that. Like
And
what?
then,
Because I totally like sort of like ended it with him.
mm-hmm. What did he
And
say?
no, and he did say that he,
He's sorry
no, he's really like
that he's an asshole.
planning on
Oops, sorry, YouTube.
no, like because they are not on the same understanding already with the wife or something like that.
So they were falling apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like okay, but I'm like, too bad.
Yeah, he should have been transparent about that in the first place. Yeah, these guys have a way around,
Yeah, I was young then.
Marupok.
He was 20 years older than me.
Marupok is a Filipino term that means weak.
Yeah.
And everyone has that phase in their lives where you're just weak. And you can't say no. You get easily tempted. So you do have an experience of being the accessory to the crime. Unknowingly.
Luckily, that was long distance. So we never kissed. We never did anything.
But you know what? I don't know, but for me, like what happened in Hello Love Again, I would forgive that because it was a one night stand. There was no feeling involved. That's my take on it. But if
I would forgive him, but I'm not going back with him. Is my grammar correct? I mean,
yeah, you're not gonna get back together.
Yes, I will forgive him. Forgive. Yeah, I can give that. But to accept you back in my life,
why not? It
Okay.
was just a one night stand, unless your reason is because
No, you see what happened, like the situation as to why then it happened, right? The thing is, now at my age, I always think that being in a relationship, whether it's marriage or girlfriend boyfriend, you guys will encounter problems, right? So if that happened because he was weak, there will be more situations in your relationship that's gonna challenge that.
That's true.
So it's like I forgive you once, and then you're weak again, and there are so many pick me girls. There are so many pick me girls, okay? And that's gonna happen again for sure. And then what? What will be your reason? Because I was going through something.
It can't be an excuse.
It can't be.
Yeah.
Because then the thing is, to me, you still want to be in a relationship with me? Okay. So then if I feel weak, the frailties of a woman, who said that again? One of the politicians in the Philippines.
Laila de Lima.
So then what? Then are you okay that I do it? Will you still accept me?
That's true.
It works both ways, man.
That's a very good
But
point.
you see, the young Wendy will still accept him.
I don't think I'll ever accept a cheater, though. Never.
But the old the Wendy now will not accept him. I've seen so many, like, so you see, if you truly love your partner, even though you're weak, yes, you can be quiet towards each other because of the intense whatever situation you guys are in. But if that person seeks pleasure in another person, oh hell no.
Yeah.
Because we will always have problems, as that's how relationships are.
Yeah, it doesn't basically give you a license to seek pleasure
That's
somewhere
not an
else
excuse.
just because
Come on. And then if you have kids, oh my god. Seriously. Oh my god.
But you know what? I'm very curious to hear what these women who have been cheated on think about your opinion and my opinion,
Oh, yeah, true.
because now they have kids with these cheaters, and like how do they navigate through that, right?
The trust must be amazing.
Yeah.
Like, how
They
do you
must have done
trust?
something really good to redeem themselves.
Yeah. I mean, good for them. Like, truly good for them. But not all guys are the same.
Hmm.
So I would truly, I, no, no, no.
Yeah, same. Especially we've been single most of our lives, and we're at this age. I feel like we can be okay without men,
Yeah.
especially after they've cheated. Like why would you suck it up and live with it, right? When you can just be on your own and then eventually date other guys.
Hmm.
Like there's lots of options, like you said. Options, options, options.
Yeah.
What else about cheating?
What else? I only had like one experience.
Mm. I hope we never get cheated on
I
ever
hope
again.
not.
Because,
Oh, that was what I told my ex-husband.
mm-hmm.
Like after that, so we still got married and all that, right?
Yeah.
So then I told him that if he ever does that again, and once I find out, I just told him, remember, I can do whatever you can do,
Yeah.
and I can even be worse. Yeah.
But did you learn more about that girl, or was it just
I didn't.
okay?
I don't want to go into that type of hell.
So you just forgot about it. Forgive and forget.
Yeah, he was my world then. I was stupid.
Yeah, you were so young. You were still in your
Thanks.
20s.
Oh my god, now it's like I can laugh about it. But you were there
Yeah.
when I left him.
And you know what? This ex husband of my sister is still into her, because he would still message her on Facebook and all that, or would message
I think he stopped already with
Mama.
I don't know. Yeah, like I think because I told him like a few years back, I messaged him back like
Mm, stop
stop.
bothering.
Yeah, it's harassment
Oh
already.
my god, I just remember, guys. I mean, since we're talking about my sister's ex husband, I I will never forget. You know, so Papa died. We
Oh
were
my god. Oh
we
my god.
just
That was
imagine.
weird. So see now I can like yeah,
Wait
but
lang, because this is so funny. Um, we were mourning and all that, because this was during the burial. So you like you cry you cry your heart out, and then all of a sudden you will see the ex-husband making his way to
to
my
the front.
sister.
To
Yes,
the
we were
front
on
of
the
the
front row. We were in the church, right?
church, yeah.
So we were in the church, near the. I mean, and there was a church in the cemetery. So
Chapel,
as
yeah.
the ceremony was going on, like we were all emotional, crying and all that, and then all of a sudden, the ex husband shows up in flesh. I was so shocked. Like I still remember that exact moment. It's like I had to pause my mourning, and
And
I don't know how
everybody
to feel. Like,
else was shocked as well. Like, who is this guy approaching the daughter?
no, I think nobody knew that you guys broke up, though. I think just the immediate
The
family and
immediate
some
knew.
friends.
It's like I think I can. I that time it's like hearing their thoughts. Like the ones who knew, like, oh my god, why is he
Yeah,
here? But then the
exactly.
others who don't know, like our neighbors, right?
Yeah.
They would be like, who is that guy? Because they know they never see me with any guy. So they were like, who is this guy? Like he walked towards the front, like where the
Front, because we
family.
were on the front row. And I'm like, I feel so bad to be my sister right now. I remember that moment, like, oh my god, what is he doing here? I mean, if you were still into him, that would probably be a sweet
Yeah, but I
thing
was
for
so
him.
pissed off.
Yeah, oof, that was a tough moment. Because yeah, even though the guy cheated on you, I can tell he's so into you. He is present tense so into you because he just can't stop messaging you. And I think he's still single, I guess.
I don't care.
But yeah, the what do you call it? You must have cast a spell on him.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh my god, your hair is so long. How about a hair? That's the expression we say whenever someone is feeling like when you have when you're flattered, right? We say our hair is very long.
Yeah, it's like a compliment. It's actually a
How about a
compliment.
hair?
But my God, no.
Yeah, so
No, please no. The thing is, okay, if I was truly still in love, okay. The thing is, okay, here's like what I wanted to share. I mean, it's not touching like cheating, right? But I think it's mostly on like the relationship part because he was my world.
mhm.
Like I think everybody was like, he's not your match, Wendy. Like I even Mama, I remember Mama said he is Chinese Filipino, so he's
Oh, right.
mostly Chinese.
Mm.
All right, and he's like from a wealthy family.
Oh, very wealthy.
Yeah, so the Mama was like, he will just give you the keys to the toilet. I mean, this is me translating what Mama said.
Mama said that?
Yeah, he was like, "Are you really sure?" Because like
Mm.
there is this bias, I think,
Yeah.
about like the Filipino Chinese in the Philippines, like because they're so rich, and
They
I
might.
come from a what a poor family. What are we, commoners?
Yeah.
So it's
They're
like,
definitely not elites.
yeah, so it's like because of the gap of the the wealth gap
Mm-hmm.
between the two like because usually Chinese are like
Usually, the Chinese families would marry into Chinese families
yeah.
in Philippines.
So yeah, so he like at that time I was like, nope, I truly loved him. Oh my gosh, see, I
Would
was
you
so stupid.
believe?
That was me being very stupid. So I was truly in love with him. He was my world. Like
Aw.
I can't see any other guy. Like seriously, it's like I was like a horse with that thing on the,
Hmm.
like what the horse
Tunnel
wear. Yeah,
vision.
yeah, yeah. So I loved him so much, and because I loved him so much, it hurt too much that the pain actually killed the love.
Mm.
So that's what I always tell like even my single friends. Like, yeah, I mean, people can truly love someone, but again, the other side of it is that because they love someone too much, the hurt is too much as well.
Mm-hmm.
That it will kill the love that you feel for that person. Truly, I thought that I won't like fall out of love with him because imagine he cheated on me. It was not my non-negotiable. I still
Mm.
accepted him.
Yeah.
So when that ended, that was truly, yeah,
Luckily, it ended when you were still in your 20s.
as if why.
No, because you still have a lot of years ahead of you to explore.
Hmm.
See? You got yourself into another relationship and it hurt you again.
And you're still single
And then
now.
you're still single now. You can still date again. Like, imagine all the opportunities
Yeah,
are right in front of you.
more
Just
heartaches.
just imagine if you broke up when you're 50s, when you're in your 50s. That's harder. Although I know that I think there are still some people who, I mean, the divorcing age is around there and people are still hustling. Um, but yeah, there's more opportunities when you get out of a relationship sooner.
Yeah.
Like, you did not waste years.
Yeah, I guess
in
where
in
I'm just
that
coming
relationship.
from is that if you're in a relationship and that person truly loves you and you love that person, don't hurt that person too much because there's always a threshold of pain
Yeah,
that a person can tolerate.
that's so true.
I loved him so so so
Do
much.
you still remember the feeling there? You're just saying that because you remember you did love him so much.
I remember he was my world. That one that really stuck in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But remember I cried during the wedding itself?
Yes,
And
everybody cries.
no, and you know what my thought was?
What?
While I was walking down the aisle and looking at him?
What if you're making a mistake?
No, in my mind, I was thinking, and this is in English and exactly verbatim.
Oh
What if he's not the one for me?
my god! While you're walking down the aisle?
Yes, that's why I was crying.
Oh shit!
And then when people saw me, I saw my friends crying as well. I'm like, it's not actually. And I was right. Like, you see, the signs were all there. And did you know that I think few weeks after or 2 months after the wedding, no, just weeks after the wedding, my wedding band actually split. Is it split?
You had science.
Yeah, and I was like, why? Like,
Mm,
it's not tight. Like, the ring was not
mm.
tight and all that. But it really just split in the middle.
What is this ring made of? It can't be gold. If it
It's white
splits,
gold.
it's fake then.
Possibly.
You've been lowballed.
Then another. But I
I
didn't
thought
keep
he's
any.
rich.
But I didn't keep any of the jewelries, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. My ex husband was really
But just for the
from a
record,
wealthy
you broke up
family.
not because of the cheating, though.
No, I married him.
Exactly. But yeah, since we got to the part where,
Yeah.
hmm.
It's
So you remember, you don't remember the feeling. You remember the facts.
yeah, I
I'm
remember
so
the facts, not the feeling, because then I fell in love with the team, my marupok. Ah, cheese.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so glad that, I can relate to the being marupok. Because I think now I'm realizing I got it from my sister. Imagine 10 years, no moving on. For me, I only had 4 years in total with my previous ex, like breaking up, like going on and off on a long distance relationship. But I broke it off 4 years. My sister, she lived with that shit for 10 years. So I think the Marupok queen is my sister. I
But
got it
I'm
from my
over.
sister, and I'm better than her. I feel so good about that. I think
Oh,
I
see,
think that
because I
guy.
don't play. I don't. That's the thing. I don't play.
Yes. When you give it real good.
I give my 110%.
Yeah, we're just subtly telling you guys, single guys out there, when my sister loves, she gives her all. So if you want something like that, if that sounds good to you,
No, I
please
don't
drop
anymore.
us a
Sorry,
message.
that was the old Wendy. This is Wendy 2.0. Wendy 2.0 will only give 50%, okay?
Yeah.
I need to leave some for myself.
Yeah, we've learned a lot of lessons along the way.
No, but you see, to me, that's not true. Because for me, love is not love if I don't give 100%.
That's true.
So it will always be 100% for me.
Yeah, but I guess I think we've learned to build boundaries though.
Yeah, I do have my list of non-negotiables now.
Mm. I don't know.
It
I
is
think
what it is.
we've been single most of our lives, that we're okay if we're gonna be single again if something bad happens. It's not like we're gonna, you know, keep suffering if we know that it's no longer good for us,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're not the marupoks anymore. Or so I hope.
No, I think we're also like I guess blessed that we have friends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's always the friends
Mm.
who like I mean family's there, but friends are different. Like you see them
The
more.
support system.
Hmm. Excuse me, I burped. No, because we worked outside the Philippines, so we truly normally spend more time with our friends.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and they keep us sane.
That's true. My gosh, yes, I wouldn't survive all those heartaches without my friends too.
Me too, me too.
Like just having people, like even my married friends, they would know all my struggles. And I'm glad that even though probably it's something they cannot relate anymore because they're already married and having kids. I mean, they were still there to listen and
Hmm.
advise. So, and yeah, I we still have more single friends too.
And I do have friends, like few friends, that I just call and they just listen to me cry. Like seriously,
Mm,
I it's like in the movies, but truly, I have friends who will just listen to me cry
yeah.
and will wait for me to stop crying. Then they'll ask what happened.
Mm.
But they'll just listen to me cry. That's it. I mean, I cry a lot, so
Oh, thank you for doing that.
I just couldn't. I'm like,
She had to fix the bed sheet.
yeah. So
Well,
yeah, that's it. I mean, would you still recommend to our friends to watch? Like even
oh, for
our
sure.
non-Filipino friends can watch it because it has subtitles.
Yeah.
But the jokes
But
they
I
won't be
wonder
able
about the
to.
jokes exactly. You know what? What I love about the movie is Joros.
Oh my god, the
Like
best friend.
he's I think he carried the movie for me. Um
Yeah.
it was a bit like you kept saying cringe while we were watching. I think the beginning was cringy.
It was cringy. Like
It was
those
for me.
lines. What the
Well,
hell?
because they're in a long distance relationship, of course it's gonna be cheesy. Like, talking to the phone, being
No, it's not
cheesy.
that. It's the words. It was just cringy. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, it was cringy
The
at
beginning was a
first.
bit cringy, like the
And then
first few minutes,
and then it got better because of all the
and
jokes.
then Joros,
And then Joros is
gym
gym
buddies.
buddies. Yeah, he really carried the movie for me. Like, I'm glad he has that character because then it made it more fun.
Yeah.
I would recommend it, but I would recommend to you guys who if you ever want to watch this movie, it's available worldwide, but try to find time to watch the previous movie, Hello Love Goodbye, so that you can, you know, relate.
No, but the thing is, you can still watch it by itself.
No.
Yeah. There's a touch. Remember, there's a flash.
Oh,
There are
there are
flashbacks.
flashbacks. Well, that's true. But if you have time, watch Hello Love Goodbye because I like it better
Hmm.
in terms of the intensity of emotions. Um, but yeah, definitely recommend it. I think there's a reason why it's the highest grossing Filipino
But you
film.
know what? I didn't. Oh, the only part I cried was with that
Yeah,
patient.
that's why it's you're gonna cry, but not really because of the relationship between the main characters.
Yeah. I mean,
It'll
to
it'll
me,
pull some strings for
yeah,
sure.
it was that.
Like, I only
Truly
used
that.
3 sheets of tissue. Te. That's an achievement.
Yeah, but because for me, once I cry, I it's hard for me to stop. So from there
Mm.
on, I was like holding on to my emotions again. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh.
And then the letter, I cried again.
Mm. I was pretty okay. So yeah, in that sense, it's not very intense for me, and I'm a crybaby too.
Yeah.
I only used 3 sheets of tissue. What an achievement! I
Mm.
the only time I really cried was because of being able to relate to accepting, like, this person did something terrible, but once they come back, you just accept them again.
Wait, which scene did you start crying? Like the particular
Like
scene?
that time when she was saying, "Eto na naman ako." Like something. Remember the confrontation between them when Joy was already like admitting her struggles to the guy, like something about here I am again.
Oh, the bedroom scene?
Yes.
Ah,
Not
okay.
yeah, that
It was
scene.
that scene.
Yeah, because she
Ah.
was so full of emotions. Like, my
She
gosh.
truly matured, actually.
Yeah, she's very good. And
Hmm.
my gosh, face quality. My goodness. They
She's
looked
so
so yeah,
pretty.
she's so pretty and they look so good together.
Yeah.
So yeah, do watch it, guys. You have time and you'll get to see why we're talking about cheating
And love.
and
Yeah.
love and the
And you get to...
weakness and the frailties of a woman.
and you learn a thing or two about my past, our
Oh
past.
yes. I hope my sister's friends back in Singapore would now think that my sister can talk a lot too.
No, I don't. I don't really like between the two of us. I'm the quiet type.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm the demure one.
So, sorry.
Yeah, people always describe me as the demure one.
Liars.
Because sila Ate Inchik and all that. Like, I remember they were asking, ano inana magstorya si Agnes? Why does she talk like that?
Yeah, you talk that way, but that doesn't mean that you don't talk. Like, you still talk
I
more.
have a lot. Yeah, that's true.
I'm the shy one, guys.
Yeah, I
Okay?
think yeah, between like if we were both in a crowd, a new crowd,
Mhm.
I think yes, I do.
You'd be more
I'll be
social
the
than
yeah,
me.
exactly. I think
Because
that's true.
to me, I'm just like quiet. But if you talk to
Timid,
me, then
no?
I can talk to you.
Yeah,
As long as I don't find you cute.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm more social than Ate Wendy, so
Yeah.
I could be a good wing girl for when the time comes that my sister is ready to explore
No, I
the
don't like
market.
wing girls. And no, no, no. I'd
I
rather
like
not.
being a wing girl.
I'm also a very good wing girl. Okay? I'm really good. I'm also very friendly. I mean, when I go out, like I can be friendly as long as nobody's cute. In my eyes, okay. We have different tastes. So.
Yes.
All right, I think that's all.
How long has it been?
I think it will be about an hour as well for this
Oh my
episode.
gosh. But this is a juicier topic though.
It's some more fun. See,
Yeah.
it's more fun. We should
So
do it that
what's
way.
the title of this episode?
No, we'll talk about it later. Then
Yeah,
we'll just have
oh
to
my god, the most fun part, brainstorming about
because
the
we don't have to be
description.
very like. Let's just keep it short and sweet.
Mm.
All right.
Okay, you're in charge of that
Yeah.
as
All right.
usual.
Okay. Then we'll see you in our next episode.
Thanks for listening, guys. Till next
Bye.
time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.